Assalamu alaikum. Due to the climate of things in my community, some people have been asking me about going back to uh, teaching martial arts. Inshallah, someday that will happen. Right now, it's not really in the picture right yet. So I'll give you a quick tutorial, just like some basic, bare minimum self-defense techniques. I'll actually show you one, and then I'll try and go into depth. First thing is um, street fighting is different than competitive fighting in the sense that you have to gauge the situation in a quick and efficient manner. Uh, there's different, there's going to be different threat levels, to whereas you're not going to treat a old drunk dude who's getting kind of physical with you in the same manner that you're going to treat a dude who's trying to take your life. So you have to keep these things in mind. You have to know how to judge a situation quickly and efficiently, and you have to understand also the consequences of your actions. You could potentially, take a person's life, but at the same time you could lose your life. So it's kind of like you have to be aware of what's going on and the consequences, and you have to gauge which one is the best decision. I'm going to show you something called a 4 count. It's just a series of punches, inshallah. So your fight stance, you're going to have your whatever hand that you write with, you're going to have it slightly back, not too far back. You're not going to be standing like a boxer or MMA fighter. You want to be in a passive looking stance. And then you're going to put your hands up like this. And this is not seen as an aggressive stance also. So your stance is like that. Now when you attack, that's when you start going forward. Okay, so the 4 count is going to be a jab. So when you jab, you come a short step, jab. So you're going to jab, cross, hook, cross, and that's the 4 count. That's it. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Jab, cross, hook, cross. It's been a while since I practiced it. The footwork is really important. For the jab, you're going to take a short step, just a very short step, jab. For the cross, you're going to pivot, jab, cross, hook, cross. Okay? So you always want to pivot your feet. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Okay? That's very important because your power is coming from the ground, coming up your leg, going into your hips, and then coming out your arm. You don't want to hyperextend your arm either. You don't want your arm to extend. You want it to fully extend. You want it to always be slightly bent. That because if your arm is out here like that, someone could potentially grab it, and it's harder to pull it back when it's fully extended. So also when you punch with your jab, when you're bringing back, you're already in motion. All these punches are connected. You're already in motion with your next punch. When your jab is coming back, you're already in motion for your cross. When your cross is coming back, you're already in motion for your hook. And then when your hook is coming back, you're already in motion for your next cross. That's something that is simple, but me in a stand-up fight, I use it almost every time. Sometimes I might switch it up and do a shovel hook, which is not this straight out hook. It's a little more lazy, and it's coming from the side. These are techniques that I have used in actual street fights. They worked for me. It takes a lot of practice. You can get a partner, and you can get some of these gloves right here, and you can practice them until you become efficient. And I'll try and make another one if people request it, to show some little more in depth as far as like weapons. One thing that you can always use would be your car keys. You know, if you're in a real tight spot, someone comes up on you, especially these ones with the plastic, they work good because they're not going to hurt your hand a lot. So you're going to take your car key like that, and you're going to go for the weak spots like the eyes, the ear, and the throat. If you're a student, you have pencils and pens. Same thing. If the person attacks you, you go for the weak spots so that you can neutralize the threat, because that's the point of self-defense, is to neutralize the threat. Inshallah, you know, I hope the people in my community stay safe. You know, I don't want anyone to have to use these techniques. I'm not promoting violence. I just want people to be safe, and I want people, especially the men in my community, to know how to defend themselves and their family. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.